Well, how do we start with this game? Thought we played really well first half.
We did play well.
There was a lot of hard, committed, and some good football. And I thought, yes, first half, that's a good start, you know. And then second half, I thought we tired a bit. Maybe the fitness level is not quite there yet. I don't know whether it was because we played against Bournemouth a few on Thursday, but we seem to get further and further back. And then you got the decision with the referee seeing it again. What gets me, if that was just his first card, he would have given it to him.
And he got his card
because he was already on 1-0.
So what?
Yeah, I know, and I know it's all wrong, the whole thing, because different referees interpret it different ways.
There's only one way to interpret it.
Yeah, it's a second yellow, a definite second yellow. And what happens next is that, I know it was a terrible blunder by our keeper, but who's there to put it in? There's the bloke that shouldn't have even been on the pitch.
And that fouled Lucas in the build-up to it as well, pushed him down. Yeah. He's so interested in linesman or lineswomen.
After that, then we just completely lost it then, because then we...
I don't know if we completely lost it.
We went forward. When we lost the ball, no one really was tracking back and ended up scoring. I don't think they were that good, Chelsea.
Of course they weren't that good.
I don't think they were that good.
They weren't good at all.
Very poor. And I think we should have got all 3 points there.
We should have.
7 minutes to go. You don't expect what happened there in the last few minutes. But then the referee...
You expect him to do his job or her job, isn't it?
To me...
It's not good enough. It's ain't good enough.
There's got to be accountability there, because...
There has to be accountability.
He should even... I even say, when you make decisions like that, you should even lose your licence, your refereeing licence. I mean that. I'm sorry, it's right in front of him. It's a second yellow, because there was a similar incident where one of our players got booked.
What, in that
for doing
game?
exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
So what's going on here?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there you go. There you go.
So I haven't seen it again, because at first, when I was speaking to you last night, I didn't really get clear, but I've seen it again now. When I've seen it again, there's no doubt about it. He should have gone, and
he's not the only one that should have gone.
But then we got that. Look who's in charge of the referees. Come on.
Who? Mike Riley.
Yeah, well, the most corrupt official of all time. But you know.
Well.
Let's get it right. So anyway, that's my view on the game.
Wow.
What about you?
I thought we deserved, like you said, I thought we deserved not only to draw, I thought we deserved 3 points. I thought Chelsea's tactics were disgraceful. They were just, it was like going back to the dark ages of football when we played Stoke City, and we all know what happened to them. They got relegated, thankfully, and they'll never ever come back in football, hopefully. But I just thought, I can't believe the referee, Fikayo Tomori, he should have been booked twice before Matteo got one yellow card. And I thought Tammy Abraham, I used to rate him. I thought he was an absolute disgrace, because every time he was going into the back of Mesut and he didn't even get a yellow card. I don't know. I think the time now, I will say a famous quote from a song. There's no more time for Mr. Nice Guy. No time for Mr. Nice Guys anymore. Because I think now we have to be football vigilantes.
See, this is what I another thing I was thinking about yesterday. There's red cards are checked, yeah, but because that was a second yellow, they should change this rule a bit, because it's ridiculous now. Because at the end of the day, that to me is a second yellow, is a red card. But because it's only a yellow card, right, it's not checked. So should we now be, if it comes to the second yellow, shouldn't that be checked now? Because it does lead to a red.
They should all be checked.
Because, yeah, well, no, if you start checking every single yellow, we'll be here all bloody day long, you know what I'm saying? But you know where I'm coming from on this. On the second yellow, as they always check the red card, should they be now tweaking this a bit and say, right, if it's a second yellow, this is what I don't get, this is the whole... I don't know who's making these silly rules up all over. It's like the offside rule. It's getting ridiculous now. I mean, absolutely, part of your body is off. To me, if part of your body is on, to me, that should be the attacker should get the benefit. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, he was supposed
it's
to.
Absolutely getting
that
ridiculous.
was the rule. That was the rule. The rule was meant to benefit
But
the
it
attacker.
keep changing this handball thing. It's now changing the rule on that. It's getting ridiculous now, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. The whole thing. I never wanted it in the first place, and that's it.
Well, I think if it comes, it's a good thing if it works.
Anyway, at the end of the day, there's signs of improvement, and hopefully against Man United we can now follow up and get the win. Because
if we get a referee that's not scared enough to do his or her job.
I have, as far as the season's concerned in the league, I've written it off. I think we now need to give Arteta in the league. It's time to get us ready for next season now.
Well,
I'm writing this season off because
I wouldn't say
one, we are not going to. I think we're going to be in the middle there. We're not going to go down, and we're not going to get Champions League. We're going to be in the middle.
We still have a chance. It's going to be very difficult, but I think
I've written this season off.
We can win the Europa League, can't we? If we win the Europa League, we're in the Champions League.
I'm talking about in the league.
In the league, it'll be very difficult, but it's not.
In fact, I go as
impossible.
far as to say now, put everything in Europa now.
Really?
Put your whole first team out and rest your players in the league, because I don't think there's no way, there's no possible way we can go down.
Well, we can still do it. We can still do it.
There's no possible way we can go down.
Oh no, of course not. Of course not. We'll never go down.
We're not going to go down. So what we can do, we just put the whole thing on the Europa League, and that's that priority, because we're not going to get Champions League. Right. Right. I'm going to put my car. I'm going to put my thing down. He wasn't my first choice, but I've accepted it. You can't judge him after 2 games. And,
no, you can't.
What I've made of him so far, I saw there are a few things that are looking all right. They look as if they're more hungrier. I think he needs investment. Badly needs investment. I don't think he can do it with these present players. I think he needs about 3 or 4, even more actually, to come in. We need people to go out as well. So he needs a lot. There's a lot of work he needs to be done. But it's so far. I can't. I mean, all right. Yes, it's sad, isn't it? Because these 2 managers now, Emery and losing their first home game. But
yeah.
I mean, that was a bit sad the way. But he didn't deserve to lose yesterday. But
no, of course not. Definitely not.
Can I take a bit of credit from yesterday? Yes, a little bit. But then I also looked at this wasn't a very good Chelsea side either. So I'm gonna wait, as I say, and wait and see about till probably not even. I'm not even going to judge him on this season. I'm going to wait till the summer and see how things go, and see what we. But at this present moment, I just want him to build, do his thing, and try and put his ideas across in the next few months and see how we go. That's about you.
Yeah. Like you say, I agree that you can't really judge him at all. He just needs to be given time. He wasn't my first choice as well, if I'm honest. But that doesn't mean nothing now. The fact that he's our head coach, and we all should and must get behind him. So, I don't know. I just hope that he's given the time to do and implement what he does and what he wants to do. Implement his plan and his plans and thoughts, and hopefully he's given time, because obviously Unai wasn't, so,
No, but Unai, I mean, Unai had 18 months and we were in a big... Yeah, but we were in a bigger mess than when we started.
Well, I don't know about that.
So that way you had to go.
I don't know if you had to go, but the thing is, we chose him, didn't we? We chose him.
If we're in 18 months, if we're in a bigger mess than what we are now, than what we are actually now, then I would say you wouldn't. But it's 2 games. It's 2 games.
It is 2 games, yeah. It is 2 games. So you can't hardly say anything.
You can't.
We should have won both of them.
To be honest with you, you can't do it. You can't start saying he's changed everything in 2 games either. I'm hearing people saying, he's brilliant. He looks brilliant. After 2 games. No. We've got to be very careful what we say.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say one thing. He's getting a tune out of Mesut Ozil. And that's one thing he is, and Torreira looks a better.
Brilliant! Lucas
Torreira last
brilliant.
couple of games has been outstanding.
But he's playing though, isn't
Xhaka
he?
was outstanding, but then he wants to go, so he's not been picked. But you've got to say these players have looked a lot better.
Lucas was outstanding yesterday, and but he's playing him though, isn't it? Under Unai, he wasn't.
He wasn't playing him right, was he?
Well, he wasn't playing. He was in and out of the team. He was playing in different positions. So, that's true.
So you think give him 3 years, 4 years?
Well, his contract is 3 years, isn't it? So I'd like him to have at least 3 years.
If look, it's like the previous one. I've got to be fair here. If I see improvement, which I didn't see in the last manager. Right. If in the next 12 months I see improvement, I'll say, well, carry on. But if I'm seeing that we're in the same spot, then no, we have to change again.
Well, again, after.
Well, no, because
12 months.
if you don't see an improvement, you can't be. Listen, we can't be giving. As I said, there's no free passes for anyone, right? right. You know what? But I'm saying if you can't see any improvement, he has to. It's like everyone. Everyone's different. Not everyone. Everyone's not because he's Mikel Arteta. He gets more than anyone else. He's got to show me in the 12 months that he's improving the team.
I take it when you say passes, you don't mean bus. You don't mean bus passes, do you?
Other Oyster cards are available.
Oh, very good. Oh,
Jesus, I'm getting down to your level now, aren't I? Jesus Christ.
Do you think we'll beat Manchester United on Sunday? It's not Sunday, is it? It's
no.
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
When it comes to Christmas, you get mixed up.
You do get mixed up. You do get mixed up.
New Year's Day.
Man
United, 8 o'clock kickoff.
Night game.
I do believe we can beat Man United, but we
can. We can, hopefully.
That might have taken a lot out of us, that game.
Well, yesterday.
Because all that we put into that game and not getting nothing, that might just knock us a bit back.
Yeah.
No, but I do believe we'll beat. I think we will beat United as long as we put up. I think,
So do I.
I think we'll beat United because I don't think they're that great. I don't think they're that great, actually.
I don't as well, but unfortunately they're higher than us at the moment.
They're winning games at the moment, but they're not. 1 minute they're just like our fan. 1 minute they're Ollie in, the next minute Ollie out, in out.
Shake it all about. You do and you turn it around. That's what it's all about.
I'm hoping that David De Gea has not one of his best performances like he did a couple of seasons back, but one of his latest ones. So listen.
Hopefully.
Am I confident? Yeah, I'm very confident we can get a win if we play to the level we played in that first 50 minutes yesterday.
Yeah. No, I think so. I mean, I'm never going to say what I've heard, so I will speak about it off air. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we did beat them last season, didn't we? We beat them last season at home, didn't we? With a goal from I got a swerving goal from Granit, which apparently was a fluke, and Pierre's penalty, which apparently was soft compared to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. How dare he? He wants to talk about soft when he cheated. They cheated so much. Manchester United. He wants to talk about soft penalties. We must be in another dimension. We must be in the twilight zone for him to say that. Yeah, I think so.
After all the years when his manager had referees in his pocket,
and he cheated as well. But they're all part of it. He was part of it. He was a big part of it. Solskjaer was a big part of the Manchester United cheats, and he's bringing on the legacy of the Manchester United cheating. So it's true. It's incredible, isn't it? When you hear them now complaining, you just want to laugh. When they would do, it was terrible. It was disgusting. Yeah. He still leaves a nasty.
I'm still not happy the way he got bloody Sol Campbell sent.
Yeah. A cheat.
When he went down when he was hardly touched.
Yeah, a cheat.
A cheat. Still pissed off about that.
An absolute cheat.
I hate that little face of his as well. That little baby face of his, man.
Baby face.
I hate it.
Claude, don't swear, please.
Anyway, I'm gonna go
Okay.
I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
Like last season.
Yeah, I think we'll win 2-0.
Scorers? I'll go
I think
for the
it's
same.
going to be Aubameyang again. He's the only one that does score in it at the moment.
Well, I'll go for Pierre. It was great. It was great at last season.
I think what we've got to do though, I think we've got to rest Lacazette. Lacazette is clearly
not fit.
Needs a rest. He's not.
He's
Confidence
not fit, is
is not right at the moment.
Is he
Give him a
fit,
couple
though?
of games. I don't know what it is, but he's not right, and I think we need to bring Pepe in for that.
Well, absolutely. Well, yeah. Well, I was surprised he didn't
Lacazette.
start yesterday. Even though Reece did all right.
Lacazette, and we'll see how we go there.
Yeah, I think Nick.
But that's what we need to do.
Well, Nicholas has to. Well, like we like to think he's got to get a run of games to show what he's shown what he can. Against Bournemouth, he was absolutely electric, wasn't he? The skills it was amazing. Yeah, I agree. I think we need to start him. Yeah. I think we need to start him. All right, Claude. Describe the last decade for us.
All right.
Arsenal Football Club.
Well,
Fascinating. 10 years. So you're going
we
back
had
to...
those cup victories, didn't we? That was nice.
Fantastic.
Those 3 FA Cups. Although
So what is it?
One of them could have gone either. Could have really gone either way.
What, the Hull City one?
Yeah.
When Kieran cleared off the line from Eric. Sorry.
We were all over the place in the first half.
When Kieran cleared off the line from Alex Bruce.
Yeah.
And it would have been 3-0. Yeah. Is that the time when...
The low was it Birmingham City in the League Cup final? We thought.
That's more than 10 years, isn't it?
No, I think it was 2011, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. You sure? Because 2009, 2000. Ooh. You could be right, actually.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was.
There's Birmingham City, and then there was.
We should have buried them. Unbelievable.
Then there was that nightmare at Old Trafford, when it 8-2.
Yeah. That shouldn't have been.
So that
8-2 flat. Then it shouldn't have been 8-2. But then, having said that, after the game,
that was a nightmare.
But you're saying that after the game, how good were we?
Yeah,
we stayed there for 15 minutes to half an hour singing, which I thought was absolutely unbelievable, and people have seemed to forgot that.
Yeah, that was good.
That was amazing support. That was amazing support.
And then you had the cup wins. As I said, the cup wins, and we had the
fantastic.
Then the deterioration of Arsenal as well in the last few years.
Disappointing.
A very disappointing decade, and then the last year of it has been a total absolute disaster, hasn't it? Absolute disaster.
I wouldn't say he's been a disaster. It's not been what we wanted, but it could have been a lot worse, couldn't it? It could have been a lot worse. It's not what we wanted, is it? But it could have been a lot worse. It's been disappointing. It's been disappointing, but we hope in the next 10 years we go into better things. I mean, I was watching Robbie's player ratings, and I thought it was quite fair. And he was saying that obviously Robbie's player ratings on the AFTV.
What, on yesterday's game, you mean?
Yeah, he was saying that we're not only one of the top London clubs, we're one of the top clubs in the world, and we have to act like it. And he was saying the owners now have to come forthright.
We all know that. We all know.
No, but what he was saying, because you know what I mean, because
was you on the ratings? Was you on the ratings itself?
No, I wasn't. No. Robbie did it on his own.
There was no 5s then.
High five? Jackson 5?
All right. Yeah, that's...
Five alive?
So
5 alive, you ever drink 5 alive?
So overall...
Obviously, other drinks are available.
Overall, what would you say? On a scale of 1 to 10?
What?
I'd say 5.
Are you trying to steal my lines?
I'm stealing your line. I'm going to go 5. On a scale of, you're going to go 5 as well? Because that's what you normally do.
Always.
There we go.
Always.
Okay.
Always 5. Obviously, other numbers are available. So, round up, Claude, how was your Christmas then?
Oh, very, we went out for a meal.
Who's we?
Me and my mate down the road, he says...
the one I know.
Yeah, he says we both haven't got really any family, so we go and have
I wouldn't say that.
My family's gone, and
no, Claude, I wouldn't say that.
Unfortunately, I have to say that, but... So, but I hope they had. By the way, I hope they had a lovely Christmas. Even though they're not speaking to me for 3.5 years, I really hope they did have a nice Christmas.
Well, we're sorry to hear that. Well, we can
because I do still love my grandchildren, and I love.
I'm sure they love you,
and I love my daughter. But
I'm sure they love
maybe
you.
Maybe one day they'll get round to talking to me. But having said all that, having said that, it's all okay. We had a nice meal. We had a nice. We had a nice little Turkish restaurant that was open in Green Lane, so it was nice. It was nice.
Oh, right, okay.
Nice couple of bottles of wine.
Obviously, other drinks are available. Other restaurants are available.
Then I went home and I had a nice bottle of Jack Daniels mixed with a bit of Coke, and it was beautiful, beautiful.
Obviously, other drinks are available.
And all the mince pies and everything else. But about your Christmas, all right? As you can see, all gone in. Right. So about your Christmas.
5 facts. Yeah, 5 facts. Yeah, it's fine. I spent it with my at my twin brother's house and his wife and his children.
Oh, that's lovely.
You know, and my nieces and nephews and my mum and my older sister and my younger sister and her husband and all that. So anyway.
So listen, I want to say
thank you very much for watching us.
Thank you for all your support in 2019
and all the good, positive, non-disrespectful comments.
It doesn't matter when I take any comments.
No, the disrespectful comments.
Have a great New Year.
Go away.
Have a great New Year.
Happy New Year.
And hopefully we'll be back in 2020.
Absolutely. 2020.
2020 with more time, Claude and Ty, not Claude. So I've got to get that first thing because it's got Claude and Ty show.
Ty and Claude, you got it right the first time.
You wish. Anyway,
Thank
all
you
the
very
best
much.
and have a great New Year.
Absolutely.